Snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. And he fires one incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Kamara off the draw. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Demarcus Robinson.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Mixon. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First by him near the 35. Sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense not able to believe their good fortune probably. 1st and goal at the 2. They slot Gronkowski outright. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score. And they can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. They'll run it with Kamara. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And yes, he's into the end zone, so they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And he'll be dropped. 10-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
The 20-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. New York ready to go again offensively. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. That throw into the arms of Allen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. So that'll back him up 5. From the gun, here's Newton. And that time almost intercepted. That would have changed things here in overtime, but instead, second down.
Joe Hayden on the coverage.
Newton throwing again. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. To the air again, Newton. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Decision to be made on 4th and just a few inches in overtime. What do you do?
I know you've got to weigh it out as a head coach because if you don't get it, you've turned it over in a great spot for the opposition to go down and win the game. But 4th and inches, I think what most teams do is they say, if we can't get inches, we don't deserve to win anyway.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Almost had it. Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give them another shot on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
And Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. McKinnon here is complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. Left side Hopkins. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards yards, the final tally.
First and 10.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle.
Mayfield's pass.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT.
Brings up 3rd and
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for him. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Mayfield trying to get him up to the line as fast as he can. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
defensively by Logan Ryan.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This from 36 yards out. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
In overtime. Today.
We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Rams, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Can improve your team.